Oh, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to Arsenic Candy Gaming, and welcome back to the Caves of Khud, where we are renewed in our excitement, in our vigor to try something new. We have learnt some lessons from our previous run. Is that no matter how strong and how leveled up we are, we're still but a fragile, mutated shell. And so we're going to ascend beyond that, and we are going to come in with our Truekin Gunslinger today, Harvitus. We have let's have a look what we got here. He's a Truekin Eunuch. My phone is going off for some reason. Thank you. I can't remember what our skills are. Basically, we are a Truekin Gunslinger. We have high agility, high toughness, high intelligence. We have a implant, which, if I can remember what it is, I would be able to explain. We have finger flexors or something. It means we fire faster. Am I incorrect there? Anyway, we have some skill that I can't remember what it is off the top of my head, but I will inevitably remember. So what is our plan today? I actually took a random start in the hills and it's slapped me in Joppa, which happens more often than I would imagine should be plausible or possible. So we suffered very awfully at the hands of the trolls. So I'm gonna try and find a way to be friends with trolls, especially Jotun and his buddies that live below Bethesda Susa. That's my goal, is to find a way to become friendly with trolls. So an early trip to Bethesda Susa so that we can get a look at the trolls and find out who they might be friends with in order that we can suck up to them. That's on the cards. That's the plan. I don't know how quickly we'll do that or how effective that will be, but that's the plan. We do want to open that chest. We want to take whatever we can get from it. It's been a while since I've done a Truekin build, but we're gonna enjoy it. We've gone for a Gunslinger. I don't know why. Possibly because it's the furthest thing I could think of from our previous builds. We're gonna try. I was visited in the Twitch stream the other day by a very, very friendly Snapjaw who shared some information with me, and then I visited that Snapjaw in their Twitch stream, and I also learnt some new informations from there. And I wouldn't say I've sought out information as such, but I've definitely acquired more information than I had about certain under the hood elements of Caves of Khud, and I'm glad that I did, because it should help things go a little smoother. There's nothing in here that we want other than your free food. We're not going to do the water ritual just yet. We're going to wait until we have the capability of getting more out of the water ritual, which we can get from... It's not persuasion, is it? There is a customs and folklore. Tactful will give us a 25 bonus reputation the first time we begin the water ritual with a new creature, which is going to help us generally get more bonus reputation. So the more reputation we've got, the more likely it is that we can be friends with people that wouldn't be our friends otherwise. We're going for the charismatic loner build in our Gunslinger. Do we have any artifacts? We do. We have a whole bunch of them. So I think I very rarely use injectors, and maybe it's time to start using them, especially now that we're not a mutant with tonic allergy. Oh, it's very difficult to give them up. I'm having trouble here. Do we need them for anything currently? No. Let's just go find standard artifacts in the usual way. We're going to avoid Bethesda Susa beyond having a little pop down and examining Jotun. We're going to avoid the actual battle for as long as possible. We've discovered the location of Shagama. Level 18 wasn't enough. So we'll try and see if we can become friends with Jotun and his mates. Otherwise, it'll be a much later battle for us. Do you have anything that we can make use of? What are we wearing? We're wearing a cloth robe and we have a spare cloth robe, so let's trade that in. Copper nuggets, not really much good to me. We'll trade in a couple of them. That small trinket is only 3. And I guess it'll be a plastic tree? Potentially. So we can give that to our mate Argive across the way. He'll have to pony up 20. Okay, something I have discovered. I don't know. See, I'm sure that everybody else knows these things because they check Wikipedias and things. I don't, because I'm a moron. But when we're talking to somebody like Argive in our trade, look at that. If you press the space button, there's actions. And we can use Argive to identify things for us. He can repair and he can recharge. I'd like to tab out and have a look, but I'm pretty certain we're about 120 hours at this point. 120 hours of Caves of Khud before I realised that you can just get Argive to repair your broken items. That's embarrassing, boys and girls. That's embarrassing. What we'll do is we'll purchase, unless we already have one, we don't. We're just going to purchase a basic toolkit. It costs next to nothing. We'll take one. Should we give him the small trinket we found, or should we examine it and then give it to him? Let's examine it just because we can. It is a plastic tree. I thought it would be a plastic tree. Here's your knickknack. Have this plastic tree. Oh. We will name our lit torch based on its qualities, and it will be... Do we have a flaming option? A blaze option. The gore of the savaged electrician. Excellent. We could easily just give up. We're going to give up the chem cell, I think, because we'll probably find more. Oh, he's finding it so difficult to give it up. Let's have a look at what each of these does. I should just start using them to find out. That phases out of the spatial dimension. It's embarrassing that I have to do this because I just don't use them. Okay, we're just going to give one of these up, I think, so that... Well, sod it. We've got to go to the rust wells anyway to pick up some copper wire, so we'll do that. We will travel across the land, obviously, with our legendary named we need another missile weapon. Our legendary named torch. So what have we learnt from our previous run of Caves of Khud? Not a lot, actually. Not a lot that we didn't already know, and that we know that we knew nothing, which is, you know, a valuable lesson. Hi, come over here. Just gonna get some easy XP here, as always. Take out the little glowfishy dudes. Should hopefully level us up pretty quickly. Take out the quadzels. Couple of easy levels and then we're good to fight the unfriendly types that we will inevitably come across in the Rustwells. Hello there. Was there another dude there I just spotted? Come on over. There we go. We've leveled up a level. Gives us a little bit more health to tackle what we're going to be doing. Do we have any skill points to spend? Of course, the bonus of being a... do we have relatively high intelligence? Am I mistaken? Yeah, okay. So we've got slightly higher intelligence. And we are a Truekin. So we should get more skill points by default every time we level up. Offset by the fact that we aren't acquiring new and stronger abilities every time we level up. We had a bit of a horror show with it yesterday. Not only did we die, not only did Ula pass away, but we also lost a long-running character on stream, which was sad and disappointing. But you know, with that sadness comes excitement of a new build and a new run and a new opportunity to be incredibly embarrassed. Here is one of the valuable lessons that we've learnt from our previous run of Caves of Khud. Is that we're going to stay the heck away from mushrooms wherever possible. No more charging headlong into them and getting fungal infections just because it's funny. Because it isn't funny when you're trying to go and battle Jotun who likes to part limbs. We have no more ammo for our revolver. Which is an unusual discovery to make halfway to the Rustwells when you have a character build that it entirely relies on having ammo. 24 lead slugs. Maybe it'd be a good idea for us to pick up a... Nope. No possibility of picking up a bow there. We will grab these as well, just in case we stumble across a bow. That should help us a little bit. Our agility's pretty high anyway, so I say this every time I start a run, but I would very much like to start exploring the histories of the sultans sooner rather than later. It's something that I never really get round to doing because I get so distracted by trying to make a story of the quests, or a quest of the stories, whichever way you want to look at it. That I keep putting it off and I've got to do something exciting to make it worth people tuning in. But I mean, Khud's exciting anyway. If you're into it, which I am. These revolvers are dreadful. Need better revolvers, and like a pea shooter. If we accidentally hit Hobble, what does Hobble do? Make an attack with a dagger in your primary hand, looking for a weak spot in your opponent's armor. If you hit, you penetrate exactly once and hobble them. Okay. We accidentally shot one of the birds. So we need to run away quickly before they end us. Which they're highly likely to do very quickly. Take this dude out quickly. Oh, please help me return on my journey. This is not good. This is not good. It was a simple journey, and we've made it more difficult by getting lost. Oh, my goodness. That one hit hard, didn't it? That one hit very hard. Now, Trukin I've often found to be a very good start, but I usually go for a very melee-focused Trukin build. Are we back somewhere? Yeah, let's just jump a parasang over. Yeah, my Trukin builds are normally extremely melee-focused, sword and shield, high strength, high dexterity. So, that might be why I felt I've been a bit spoiled with my experience of Trukin. This one might not be as effective, and we're gonna find out very quickly. Oh, my dagger rusted already. Sugar. That puts this in a very difficult position. It being our only real source of damage. And we are probably at this point quite low. We're out of ammo. We're entirely out of ammo. So, we're going to have to... Oh, we've got a steel dagger now. We're going to have to rely on our daggers, which isn't good. Didn't we have... I thought we selected a character type that came with... No, we did not. I thought we selected one that came with a... You're going to die now, unfortunately. I thought we selected a character that came with a bloodstained neck ring as starting equipment. I obviously didn't select that one. We need to charge across this landscape as quickly as possible and get away from everybody. Because these baboons will mess me up. And that's not how I want my day to go. We are at the Rustwells, surrounded by baboons. So we're going to take a run away again. Don't really want to get messed up by baboons. We will, however, go and mess up these kudzus. For some cheap XP. We've got some kudzu stem. What have we got in the way of food on us? We've got any witchwood? Nope. Nope, 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 nope. We might need to start using our tonics more regularly now that they don't affect us in a negative manner. There's a kudzu there that we can take out. Are you coming at me for a fight? No good. I don't need that. We've regained our bearings. Let's go into the Rust Bowl. Is that it? Okay, we've got an engraved cloth robe, which gives us some information about Reshef. I'm not going to bother reading it because it's largely irrelevant. Daggers, I have been informed, not indirectly, not directly, that they are a great source of cash, to like a cash to weight distribution ratio. But, however, carrying lots of heavy armor around, not a great value to weight ratio. Weapons good, armor bad. So let's compare our cloth robe to what else we've got. So we can go for dexterity or armor value. I think we'll go for the armor value. And then we will drop the others because we don't need to carry them everywhere with us. Their weight ratio is not offset by their value. Need to run away a minute because we are suffering. Can we start? We can't cook with hostiles nearby. So we need to find a bonfire and a campfire and hopefully use it. Is it worth putting a buckler on our arm for the sake of a little bit of damage protection? The snapjaws are still going down pretty easily without... Maybe it's our high agility. We are famished. Okay. Let's eat. Let's whip up a meal using this fire here. Okay, we don't have a ranged weapon anymore, which sucks because it's our main source of combat effectiveness, efficacy. So let's equip this bow and use that for a little while. We'll take these bonds, battle axes, etc. We'll take all of that. What have we got here? A woven tunic. That is better than what we've currently got on. So we'll take that. Some more daggers. This guy might cause us a bit of trouble. He did a little bit of trouble. Oh, it's back to that feeling of slow and steady at the start of a Caves of Khud run. Which is fun to some degree. Cold resistance. We'll get it. Will we? I just keep defying my own wishes here. Engraved leather moccasins. Let's look at them. Do we have any need to put on some moccasins? We already have jewel encrusted bloodstained sandals. I don't know if engraved increases the value, but we'll leave them just in case. Hobble this dude. Don't need any of that. Wooden buckler, iron dagger. Okay, let's find our way down into these rust wells to start locating some artifacts. Other builds I toyed with for this were, I was going to go for a four-armed, four-legged gunslinger, but I thought, you know, let's shake it up. Let's do a completely different build to last time. Let's go for a Trukin. Yeah, it's been a few runs since I've done a Trukin, so I missed it. And I'd like to actually get somewhere with using implants, cybernetics, because I haven't up to this point achieved much with them. Go away, slime boy. And you. The desert crease we can swap out for our steel dagger. I think that it just counts as the same thing, really. It's just a different name, isn't it? Or I could be totally wrong. Pick all of that up. Where's our stair set? We need to go down, down, down. Did we pass any stairs? We didn't. So they must be on the far left over there. None of that is important to me. None of that is important to me. Over here, somewhere. Goodbye, kudzu. I've just walked in some slime. So now I'm slimy and slippery and probably going to slip over on my ass. I feel like yeah, okay. We've already got Suubufo. The calloused snapjaw gut spiller. Tussocks of fur. They're admired by the villagers of Kimish for resembling one of their idols. We don't need this battle. We don't need this battle. We are not strong enough to take them on, as far as I'm concerned. But maybe we can draw some of them out. Get back out. Run away a little bit. Ooh, we are hitting a snapjaw at the bottom here. Let's jump up. See if we can entice some of these snapjaws out. Can we run? We need to get away quickly. Have we got time to use a salve? Or otherwise? What does this one do? So Sphinx oil, confusing attacks, we're immune to. The other one is a... helps us in the dark. Yep. Shade oil, what does that one do? It allows us to phase out the spatial dimension. No, so the most effective one that I can think of using there will be the salve injector, which gives us hit points. So let's do that. There we go. Whoa, that was scary. That was genuinely quite worrying there. But we got through it. So, I will take your short bow. I will take a look at your short sword. Or your long sword, sorry. To get some information. Do you know what? We'll take it to sell it. Do we have a hat on already? We don't, so let's equip that. And then let's see if we can find this legendary snapjaw. Did they run away? Let's see if this other one will come at us. We're despised by snapjaws now, and the villagers of Kemesh are not fans. But there you go. He shouldn't have been coming at me in the manner that he was. So it was entirely his fault. I would happily have left him alone otherwise. I mean, we could have just departed and gone somewhere else, but so could he. So, you know, I'm not entirely taking the blame for that one. The snapjaws, they brought that one on themselves. I didn't ask for that confrontation. We need to be away from fungus. It's making me incredibly uncomfortable. It's making me uncomfortable being here. Get down. A wide-brimmed hat. I'm going to pop that on. As we are a gunslinger, we could do with another revolver. I think what is this? So this will be fungus. Yeah, it'll be spores. We don't need that in our life. So unfortunately, that might be the extent of our journey into this. Did we just step in that? This might be the extent of our journey into this particular rust well. Did you crack my gloves? They're cracked, but they will repair. It's fine. They will be okay. Let's rest up a little bit. Was there an alternate route round that dude? Oh, we can get this. That's good. Bit of copper wire. And a kudzu. Oh, it means we can go down a floor. A salt weep. Not sure how interested in that I am, but we'll pick up some salt. And we'll pick up some more salt. A dandy cap. We'll avoid the dandy cap. Let's go down. Hopefully no mushrooms on this floor. But bears. There are bears. I mean, arguably, bears are... worse? Oh my goodness. I was concerned about the outcome of that little combat there. But obviously it was unnecessary to be concerned because I'm such a tough gunslinger, apparently. We gained another level. It's probably a good idea to start looking at spending some of our points. So, akimbo. If you wield 2 pistols, you fire a shot with each of them whenever you make a ranged attack. I like that. If we're going for... you have an agility-based chance to disarm your opponent when you score a hit with a pistol. Yeah, disarming shot. We don't have 2 pistols yet, so I think getting akimbo would be a waste of time. Let's have a look what we can take here. Bloodletter, so that we can make people bleed. I mean, we've already got short blades, so we might as well pick that up. Cooking skills are definitely going to be helpful for us. Wayfaring is always great. It means that we will get lost less often, so I'm going to take that. Customs and folklore is something that we wanted. Yes, that's what we wanted. So we'll take customs and folklore. And is there anything else that would help us? I think as a gunslinger, we'd be a bit charismatic, but we don't really have the points to put into persuasion, do we? So maybe we fucked up a little bit there, but it's too late to worry about it. Yeah, the reason why I considered and I probably still will do it after this one if it all goes wrong, a mutant gunslinger build was to go 4 arms, 4 legs, and then not have to invest into strength. The 4 legs will give us an increase in our weight capacity. We don't really need strength as a gunslinger. The agility will do most of the work for us. Sling and run. You have no accuracy penalties for firing pistols whilst running. Yeah. Attribute points. Now, do we increase our toughness or intelligence, or do we start... Do we put up our ego for the sake of persuasion? Let's have a look. What would we get out of persuasion? We'd need 17 points in persuasion to be able to proselytize, which is probably the most useful skill that we'd be able to take. And the chances of that happening are very, very slim. So I think it's best avoided at this point. Some toughness will make us a little easier to survive. So we're going to take toughness. We've increased it to 19. Let's go. Hopefully the next level up isn't too far behind. Have we got any more artifacts? We do not. So that is still really the most important part of this specific leg of our quest then, isn't it? Is locating artifacts. For our own use as well as for completing a mission that will give us some XP. A second pistol. I need that second pistol. We might have to buy one. We might have to buy one. That might be the most... No. 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 I'm gonna back up and rest up a little bit. Bring this health back up. Seed is whizzing by. Could it stop whizzing by? An iron dagger. Now it has. Now it stopped whizzing by. Boarskin gloves. Our current gloves are... we'll swap them out anyway. We'll take the long swords for the sake of selling them. Oh, goodbye. I don't like using a bow as a gunslinger, but it feels like maybe we don't have a lot of choice at this particular juncture. Let's go and find one of these campfires. Let's eat up. Let's eat up indeed. So, an early trip to the ruins in order that we might find cybernetic credit chips and a becoming nook. Are they not? I believe is what they're called. not having had a lot of experience with them, it's hard to remember. We need to get away from this dude because he is going to be tough to beat. How's he doing? He's fine. Good. We'll just come at him from both sides. Level 6. 5 hit points, skill points, +1 to each attribute. I didn't know that that was a thing. That's nice. I need to pay attention more in roguelikes. I'm inviting people to watch me play roguelikes whilst forgetting that I'm bloody awful at playing computer games. So, thank you, anybody that's investing time to watch a moron play computer games. You've obviously got far more patience than I have. So, I really appreciate that. No, don't do that. Not a lot of artifacts discovered down here today. Where's this dude shooting at us from? Yeah, it's time to run. This is not the time to be taking on quillipedes. Or piggies, for that matter. So we need to take the easy, safe route out of here. Yes, I want to walk to the nearest stairway up. And then over to a different rust well, I guess. What was there in there? The salt weep. Is that what it's telling me about? A salt weep and a slime bog. Sugar. How are you doing? You're doing fine. Take out the leech, please. Take out the leech, please. Thank you. Battle axes. Artifacts. Hurrah. Finally. Nobody seems to have any arrows. So we're going to be running low on arrows soon as well. 26. It's possibly worth considering a trip home to Joppa to sell what we've got, pick up some more of what we need. Let's see what's on the first level of this. What's this? Tar encrusted bones. Counterweight longsword. A two-handed sword build is one that I have not spent a lot of time with. That would definitely be a good experience. I'm still excited, you know, I'm still open. I don't really like the game being spoiled so much, but suggestions for exciting builds, if anybody has any, I know I could just look on forums and stuff, but that's not the same as getting some interaction. So, you know, if anybody has any particularly useful builds, or just fun, I don't suppose I need anything that is overpowered or more effective than anything. Just something that would be an interesting, exciting build to use. I don't need this drama in my life, boys. Do not move towards... What's this? Fungal spores. Have we just been infected? We've been infected by fungal spores. Which is exactly what we didn't want to happen. That's exactly what we didn't want to happen, and we've just done it again. We just wandered straight in to the fungal spores. We could well have some consequences from this. Okay, that's it. I've successfully walked into every fungal spore I encountered there. Good times. Yeah, and now that we've done that, probably time to to beat a hasty retreat, yeah? We just need to look at that. We don't need to pick it up. Have we got... We don't have the carrying capacity to pick up a leech corpse. I know that the chances of it being the same cure, if we got a fungal infection, are slim. But it might have been a good idea to have... to make a note of where we can find that leech corpse. So... one stratum deep in the tarry rust well. There you go. Everybody remember that. So that when I inevitably am desperately searching for one, I can blame other people when I can't find them. So we will drop the heaviest thing we've got, the walking stick. There we go. And we can chip off home now. A critical hit from a jilted lover, was it? Off we pop. Yes, we do want to walk to the nearest stairwell up. Yes, we do. And we will chip off home to Joppa at the earliest convenience. Let's run away from this dude before he mashes me up. Nothing exciting. We've got some a singular wooden arrow. It's probably the one sticking out of his head. You pillock, David. You pillock. Let's drop that one rusted dagger. That should put us back into a good place. Engraved leather boots. On a remote village in Terrapad Barrio, Suyamed authored an account that evoked the presence of a rhythmic hourglass. He named it Wonder of Hourglass. So, let's get home. Let's drop off our stuff with Argive, and we will proceed. Here is your knick-knack. Let's examine them so that we're not wasting something that could be useful. A carbine? Okay, not what I expected to find there. A stun gas grenade. Poison gas grenade. Hello, Argive. Here is your knick-knack. Take the poison gas grenade. And now you want me to go and find your copper wire. What we will do is we will grab something to eat some fresh apple mats. We now have the ability to get an increased amount of reputation for water rituals, so we will do that. We increased by 125. Goat folk reputation decreased. Reputation with arachnids and apes has decreased. Not good. Our reputation with the Fellowship of Wardens increased by 125. The villagers of Joppa, our reputation increased. Why is it increased by 100 to 85? That makes no sense. Cats now don't like us, and worms don't really like us. That's good. Excellent. That's what we needed. And we've increased it by 125 to 210. The villagers of Dubbapar don't like us. Equines don't like us. And winged mammals no longer like us. Well, that's all very exciting. We will take a spend for some harvestry. That will come in very handy. And then we will say goodbye. Thank you very much for joining us today in the Caves of Khud. Our Habitus Gunslinger has had a good first day. We hope to get some more exciting equipment. We'll have a look at what Tam has got for us in a moment. And I'll catch you all on the next episode of the Caves of Khud. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and anything else that you can think of that is useful for the discoverability of a YouTube video. Share it with your friends. Tell your mother how good Caves of Khud is. And I'll catch you on the next video. Take care now. Bye-bye.